Hi, good morning to all. So, welcome to PRS Commerce Media. Today in this video, I brought forward you as the exam is coming on March 3rd. You will be writing the business studies, the important questions of 8 marks which you need to take chapter wise. So, I am going to make an explanation about the question, 8 marks question, how you need to write in an exam, and how you need to write in your own words if you keep the points in the mind. So in first chapter you'll be getting for 8 marks the characteristics of management, objectives of management, is a management science or art. So in these three questions any one question may be asked and even the coordination may be asked. Importance of coordination and the coordination meaning may be asked for 8 marks. So one by one I'm going to explain chapter wise the 8 marks question. So please see, if you have any doubt you can send me in the comment section. So when you write an 8 marks, you please keep in mind that your presentation should be very neat. First you need to mention the introduction. Even though they have given the characteristics or the objectives, you need to write the introduction as a management meaning you need to write. So after writing the management meaning, you need to start the characteristics points. Once you write the 8 to 9 characteristics points down, you need to write one by one and you need to give an explanation. At last, you need to give the conclusion, and in conclusion if you are not able to explain what need to be written, you can write in a conclusion that all the points what you have written, one or two points you can conclude saying that this is how it is going to affect the management. In such a way you need to present 8 marks question. Each and every question need to be presented with the introduction, points, explanations and character and conclusions. Then only you will be getting an 8 marks and it will be attracted by the valuator. So while evaluating they will see only the point and the explanation may be rarely read. One or two explanations will be read. So you need to write the correct point for the first explanation. For the second explanation you can write in your own words with the examples. See, the first one is the management. Once the characteristics of the management is given, you need to write the meaning of the management. That is, management is a process of getting the things done with the aim of achieving the goals efficiently and effectively. So the main objective of an management is that you need to get things need to be done by the other people. You need to take the work from your employees and you need to help an organization to achieve its goals, and the main goal of an organization will be to achieve the maximum profit. So the first characteristics in the management is the management is goal oriented process. Of course it is a goal oriented process because every organization is established to achieve the certain goals. The goal will be to make a profit. For example, if you are the retail store, you want to increase your sale. Why you want to increase your sale? In order to increase your profit. So in that way you can explain with an example. The management is a goal oriented process. Then management is all pervasive. Of course it is all pervasive because the management has been accepted by all the social, economic and political. Means it should be economically helpful for the people, and socially it should be in the welfare base, and the politically it should be influenced. That is, to achieve and involve the managing an enterprise and common to all organizations, whether it may be economic, social or political. What the managers has to do in India, the same need to be done in the other countries also. Thus the management is all pursued. Wherever you go, whatever the rules there are there, and that you need to follow and do the business. So the management will be the same process wherever you've been transferred. Then management is a multi-dimensional. Multi-dimensional means many work it is been done. So the management is said to be that management of work. If the work is been given, how the work need to be completed. You need to take the work from your employees. See, all the organization exist for the performance of some work. For example, in a factory, the product is to be manufactured. In the hospital, the patient need to be treated. This is the work you need to be taken. That work will be taken by the management or the managers. Management is a management of people. So you need to manage the people in an organization in order to take the work. The work need to be divided among the people who will be appointed as a the senior, who will be the supervisor, who will be the worker, who will be the laborers, that you need to see as the management. So it is a getting the work done from the other people. The main purpose of the management is you need to take the work from the your subordinates. Necessary steps, whatever the necessary steps the management has to take in order to take his employees, it should recruit. First you need to recruit the people for an organization, then you need to train up them, and you need to motivate your employees that how they need to perform their work in an organization. That is the management of people. Then comes to the management of operations. The management is well ensured with various operations of business, such as finance, purchase department, production, sales. Each and every department need to be taken by the management care, that how the sale is going, how the production is going, how the manufacturing is going. Everything is being seen by the management. These are the three multidimensional work done by the management. In the same way, the management is a continuous process. Of course, in an organization, until your organization is running, until that you need a management. So the management is concerned a continuous process, because it includes planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and all of that management. These functions are regularly, it contains the organizational lost. And the next point is the management is a group activity. Of course, a manager himself can't do the work. So it is a group activity. The work need to be taken by the different heads of the groups. That is, it may be purchase department, sales department, production department, where the group of the people will be there. You need to manage them in the correct way as a team, and you need to take a work from them. And the management is a dynamic function. Of course, the dynamic means the changes. The management will not be a constant at every time. It will be the dynamic in nature. The changes may, as and when the situations occurs, the changes will be taken by the management. Actions will be taken on the basis of the changes. So in order to attain the goals of an organization. Then management is an intangible force. Of course, the manager, one who has a talent which can't be seen, because it is an inner talent where they have to expose in their work. So it is called as an intangible force which can't be seen and touched. So the management is concerned as an intangible force, and that it cannot be seen and touched. It will helps to increase the production, increase the sales, increase the revenue, increase the company in a particular manner. So the management is considered as an intangible force. So these are the 7 points related to the characteristics. Once if you write the 7 points with explanation, you need to give the conclusion that the management is always pervasive, multidimensional, continuous, dynamic function, and which are all of the achieving the goals of an organization successfully. So in this way, you need to give an explanation. Next important question in this management first chapter is coordination. Many times it has been also repeated, the question has been repeated. Coordination is said as a process by which the manager becomes a synergize the activities of the different department to be unity of an action in order to achieve the goal of an organization. Coordination means in each and every department there should be a coordination in organization. Then only it will help us to achieve the organizational goals. Means it is concerned with top level management, middle level management, low level management, where the coordination should be in the good way, so that when the coordination is good, the work will be going smooth and the business will be going smooth. So it helps an organization to achieve an goals. So some of the important characteristics or the features of coordination is that coordination integrates the group efforts. Of course, the group efforts, the group of the people, there should be a coordination. There means, for example, there should be a coordination with the purchase department, a manufacturing concern. If it is running a manufacturing concern, then the raw material department should have the coordination with the purchase department. Purchase department should have the coordination with the manufacturing department. And once the manufacturing has happened, then the production has been completed. The production department should have the coordination with the sales department, because if they have the cooperation with each other, then only you can attain the organizational goals. So the coordination unifies the diverse interests of the employees and gives an common focus on group efforts, and it ensures the performance as it is planned. And coordination ensures that unity of an action. Unity of an action means binding to be a force between the ensures the unity of action to achieve the goals of an organization. Means one man should give an instruction, another person should perform an work, and there should be an unity of an action. And the coordination is said to be a continuous process, because in an organization, if the business need to be run smoothly, then they should have it has a continuous process. There should be a coordination with each department. And coordination is all pervasive function. Wherever you go, the coordination should be there, whether you work in India or whether you work in USA. In the management, if the coordination is not there, in the organization, if the coordination is not there, we can't achieve the organizational goals smoothly. So the coordination is required at all the levels. It may be top, middle or low level, and it integrates that it efforts the different departments like purchase, production, sales department, and the different levels. And coordination is a responsibility of all the managers. Coordination is a function of every manager in the organization. It may be a middle level management coordinates. It's a responsibility of all the managers in all the kind of department that they should have the coordination. And the coordination is deliberate function. Of course, it's a deliberate function because it coordinates the efforts the different people in a conscious and deliberate manner. It's being a part of all the management function that coordination is essence of an organization. At last, you need to give the conclusion. So when they ask the characteristics of an coordination, first you need to give the meaning of the coordination. After that, you need to write the characteristics points. Then later on, taking that point, you need to explain that points. Along with that, at last you need to give the conclusion.